What's up everybody, Brody here with Quilting. Today in this tutorial, I'm gonna teach you how to make this beautiful Pixel Blooms quilt. Now this quilt right here is actually going on my bed after this tutorial. I did it exactly to my liking, and we're gonna make another version here on screen. It's using Plant Based, which is our newest collection by Riley Blake, and guys, it is almost sold out. So before you do anything else, before you keep watching the video, down in the description below, we have a link to this kit, as well as to just the Vegas strip. So get your hands on it, and we'll get started with the project. So as always, we're gonna get started with the cutting and then show you the layout of this quilt. Now, at first look, you're gonna think, wow, how am I gonna put this together? How am I gonna keep my rows in order so I have this beautiful ombre effect? It's actually super, super easy, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. Being that the layout of this quilt, which I'm gonna show you in a minute, is in linear form here, you're gonna do big, long rows. We're not gonna make another whole entire quilt top because this one's already ready for my bed, but we're gonna do a smaller version here, so I'm just gonna show you the techniques, build it here on the table so you can see how it goes together, okay? So I'm gonna start out by taking my background fabric and one of my pieces of my Vegas strip. I'm gonna sew a 1/4" seam, iron it open, that way we can start our cutting to get these different pieces here. So I'm gonna do a little sewing. So you're gonna sew your strips together, you're gonna open them up and you're going to iron them. That way you're able to start your cutting, okay? Now that we've sewn our strips together, what we're going to do is we're gonna start sub-cutting to make our overall quilt here. So there's really only 2 blocks. You're gonna do a 2.5 inch slice right here, and you're gonna do a 4-inch slice right here, which is what's going to give you each block that we need. So grab your favorite ruler. This one's 2.5 inches, so I can literally just lay it down and start cutting out these little strips here, okay? So I'm gonna do all of my cutting and get them ready to start piecing it together. You'll see how quick and easy this project comes together, but it's all kind of in long lines. So you can do it scrappy, you can do it ombre, you can do it kind of in color sections. It's up to you. You kind of need to lay it out to see what you wanna do, but I'll show you how to do it. Now that you've sewn your strips together, you've opened them, pressed them, and cut them into your different size slices, what you're going to do now is you're going to join your small strips end to end to make these rows, and your larger strips end to end to make these rows. So as you can see in the diagram and the pattern, this is what the layout looks like. So this print here is gonna match the 2 prints here. Then it kind of vice versa. You're gonna have 2 prints on this one print up here as far as size goes. 2 prints, 1 print, etc., to get this ombre kind of look that goes down throughout the quilt, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect, especially when you get to the edges here. You might find one that you have to add in an extra piece to make it to where you get that ombre look, but make it your own. You could also do it scrappy, you could do it in kind of color zones, it's up to you. I'm gonna show you how to do it this way. Again, referring to the diagram, you can easily see how to put this together. So guys, before we do anything else, I have a big favor to ask of you. Right down here, please click that like button, click the subscribe button, click the little bell so you get our notifications, and share this with your friends. It helps get our name out there to the YouTube world and the fabric world, and we'd really appreciate it. It's free to do, you can do it in 1 second. So before we continue on, please do that, and let's get back to it. So I'm gonna lay everything out in a smaller version just to show you. So I'm gonna slide this out of the way and lay them out. So let's say I'm starting with this piece here. So I'm gonna lay this right here. Then I'm gonna go underneath it, the same matching color here, but obviously not right underneath it. So I'm gonna turn it like this. So I'm gonna do 1 on top, 2 on bottom, okay? That's your start. Then I'm gonna go to my next piece. Let's say I'm going with, let's do red next. So I'm gonna do now 2 on top, and then we'll do 1 on bottom, like this. This is starting what's gonna be our ombre, okay? Then let's say we go down to our next row here. We'll go with these bright greens, that was cool. So we're gonna go 1 here, and we're gonna go 2 here. We're just starting to build out the style we're looking for, okay? I'm gonna add in some orange here. 1 here, 1 here, add this guy in here, and it's starting to build what's going to be this right here, okay? Now again, you're doing this in long rows. I'm just laying it out so you can see what it looks like. I'm gonna sew a couple of these together just so you can kind of see as it comes together, but again, remember, this is a much smaller version, whereas you're gonna do the entire length of each one of these rows and then put it together. So I'm gonna do a little bit of sewing, we'll be back in a minute. as you can see, I've got my rows sewn here. Now what you're going to do is you're going to then connect the rows together. Again, this is a small version of what you would do. It's going to be the full thing, but pretty straightforward. You're going to take it here, you're going to match it up, and you're going to sew. Okay, 2 sets of rows. Rows are going together. So I just finished sewing these together here. Now, this is just, again, a small version of what's gonna happen here. Use the diagram and the pattern. It's a free pattern. You might as well download it and use it, okay? Download it, use it. You can see on my copy here, I just wrote like the numbers on the side of the rows. So that way when you're actually going through, you can just match up your rows so you know that, hey, this row corresponds to the row above it or beneath it, and you don't get anything mixed up, okay? So that's it, guys. Very easy quilt to do. Grab one of the Vegas strips or grab one of the kits here for the almost sold out not Botanic Blast, sorry, that was our last collection. The almost sold out plant-based. Again, you can get this on our website, get it before it's gone, download the pattern, and enjoy. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for being here. If you haven't already checked out all of our social media, our lifestyles, and everything else, again, all that's in the description below. My name's Brody, teaching you how to sew like a pro. We'll see you next time here at Quilting.